Hey there, my friend. Do you ever look in the mirror and think, yeah, where did the time go? Maybe you're feeling the years creeping up, but deep down, you know you've got so much life left to live. What if I told you that aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or losing that spark that makes you, well, you? You can stay young at heart, full of energy, joy, and purpose, no matter what your age. I'm here to share some game-changing tips to help you master aging and live your best life. And I'm so excited to dive in with you today. This video is all about empowering you to embrace your golden years with confidence and vitality. We're going to talk about practical, everyday things you can do to keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your heart brimming with happiness. These aren't complicated tricks or expensive gadgets. They're simple, actionable steps that fit right into your life. By the end of this, you'll feel inspired to take charge of your aging journey and keep that youthful spirit shining bright. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's get started. First, let's talk about moving your body in a way that feels good. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to stay young at heart. Gentle, consistent movement is the secret sauce. Think about someone like my neighbor Betty, who's 72 and swears by her morning walks. She started with just 10 minutes around the block, listening to her favorite oldies, and now she's up to 30 minutes a day. She says it's not just about staying fit, it's the fresh air, the birds chirping, and the way it lifts her mood. Research backs this up. Regular movement, like walking or stretching, boosts circulation, keeps your joints flexible, and even helps your brain stay sharp. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. Try a short walk in your neighborhood, or if you're indoors, put on some music and sway or march in place for 15 minutes. The key is to make it fun. Maybe invite a friend or dance like nobody's watching. Start small, and you'll be amazed at how much more energy you have. Now, movement isn't just about your body, it's about keeping your spirit active too. That brings me to the next big idea: staying curious and learning something new. You know, I once met a man named George at a community center who decided at 65 to pick up painting. He'd never held a paintbrush before, but he signed up for a local art class and fell in love with it. He told me it wasn't about creating a masterpiece. It was about the joy of trying something new and meeting people who shared his passion. Studies show that learning new skills, whether it's painting, playing an instrument, or even using a smartphone, keeps your brain firing on all cylinders. It's like giving your mind a workout to ward off memory decline. You don't have to be an expert. Just pick something that sparks your interest. Maybe you've always wanted to try gardening, learn a few words in a new language, or watch a YouTube tutorial on knitting. Start with 10 minutes a day and let that curiosity keep you young. It's not about perfection, it's about the excitement of discovery. Another way to stay young at heart is to nurture your connections with others. Think about the last time you had a good laugh with a friend or a heartfelt chat with a family member. Those moments are like fuel for your soul. Loneliness can sneak up as we age, especially if you're retired or living alone. But building meaningful relationships can change everything. Take my friend Clara, who's 68 and started a book club at her local library. She was nervous at first, worried no one would show up, but now it's a tight-knit group that meets every month to talk books, share stories, and just enjoy each other's company. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that strong social ties can lower stress, boost your mood, and even help you live longer. You don't need a big social circle, just one or two people you can connect with regularly. Reach out to an old friend for a phone call, join a local group like a walking club or a church activity, or even chat with a neighbor over coffee. Those small moments of connection can make your heart feel lighter and younger. So, you're with me on this journey to stay young at heart, and I love that we're in this together. We've already talked about how moving your body, staying curious, and building connections can light up your life. Now let's keep the momentum going with a few more ways to embrace aging with energy and joy. These next ideas are all about nourishing your body and mind in simple, practical ways that make you feel vibrant every single day. Ready? Let's dive in. One of the most powerful ways to keep that youthful spark is to feed your body foods that make it thrive. I'm not talking about strict diets or cutting out all the foods you love, just making smart choices that give you energy and strength. Take my friend Ed, who's 67 and started adding a handful of walnuts to his breakfast oatmeal a couple of years ago. He told me he noticed he felt sharper and had more stamina for his daily chores, and he's not imagining it. Research shows that foods like walnuts, packed with healthy fats and antioxidants, support your heart and brain, helping you stay vibrant. You don't need to overhaul your kitchen. Start small. Try sprinkling some walnuts or berries on your cereal, or toss a handful of spinach into a smoothie. Even swapping one snack for a piece of fruit can make a difference. The trick is to think of food as your ally, fueling you to live your best life. Pick one new healthy food to try this week and see how it makes you feel. Speaking of feeling good, let's talk about the magic of finding joy in the little things. You know those moments that make you smile, like watching the sunset or hearing your favorite song? Those are like medicine for your heart. I remember my Aunt Rose, who's 70 and makes it a point to sit on her porch every evening with a cup of tea, just soaking in the quiet beauty of the day's end. She says it's her time to reflect and feel grateful, and it keeps her grounded. Studies back this up. Practicing gratitude and savoring small joys can lower stress and boost your mood, which keeps you feeling young. You don't need grand adventures to find happiness. Try writing down one thing each day that made you smile, like a kind word from a neighbor or the taste of a fresh peach. Or set aside 5 minutes to do something you love, like listening to music or flipping through old photos. These tiny moments add up, filling your heart with warmth and keeping that youthful spirit alive. Another way to stay young at heart is to keep your stress in check, because let's face it, life can throw curveballs no matter your age. Stress can weigh you down, making you feel older than you are, but you've got the power to manage it. I met a woman named Linda at a community yoga class who's 64 and swears by deep breathing to calm her nerves. She started doing a simple breathing exercise, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4, whenever she felt overwhelmed, like when her grandkids were running wild or bills piled up. She says it's like hitting a reset button for her mind. Science supports this. Deep breathing or gentle practices like meditation can lower your heart rate and ease anxiety, helping you stay calm and focused. You don't need to be a yoga guru to try this. Just find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and breathe slowly for a minute or two. Or try a short walk to clear your head. The goal is to give yourself a moment to pause and let the stress melt away so you can face the day with a lighter heart. All right, my friend, we're in the home stretch, and I'm so thrilled you're here with me. We've been talking about how to keep that youthful spark alive, from moving your body and staying curious to eating well and finding joy in the everyday. Now let's wrap this up with a couple more ways to master aging and live with a heart that feels forever young. These final ideas are all about embracing your purpose and taking care of yourself in ways that make every day feel vibrant and full of possibility. So let's dive right in and finish strong. One of the most beautiful ways to stay young at heart is to find something that gives you purpose, something that gets you out of bed with a smile. I think of my friend Sam, who's 69 and started volunteering at a local animal shelter after he retired. He was feeling a bit lost without his old routine, but walking dogs and cuddling kittens gave him a new sense of meaning. He says it's not just about helping the animals, it's the way it makes him feel needed and connected. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that having a sense of purpose can lower stress, improve mental health, and even add years to your life. You don't need to save the world to find purpose. It could be as simple as reading to kids at the library, helping a neighbor with their garden, or sharing your life stories with your grandkids. Think about what lights you up. Maybe it's a hobby you've always loved or a small way to give back. Try one small act of purpose this week, like calling someone who could use a kind word, and notice how it fills your heart. Another key to staying young at heart is making sure you're giving your body the rest it deserves. Sleep might not sound glamorous, but it's like a superpower for aging well. I met a woman named Dorothy, who's 73 and struggled with restless nights for years. She started a simple bedtime routine, turning off her TV an hour before bed, sipping chamomile tea, and doing a quick stretch. And now she sleeps like a dream. She says it's not just about feeling rested, it's how much sharper and happier she feels during the day. Studies show that good sleep helps your brain clear out toxins, boosts your mood, and keeps your immune system strong, all of which keep you feeling youthful. You don't need to make drastic changes to sleep better. Try dimming the lights in the evening, keeping your bedroom cool and quiet, or even writing down any worries before bed to clear your mind. Start with one small tweak to your nighttime routine, and you'll wake up feeling refreshed and ready to seize the day. Now, as we wrap up, I want you to know that mastering aging isn't about chasing youth. It's about living fully, right here, right now. Whether it's taking a walk, trying something new, connecting with a friend, eating a handful of berries, savoring a quiet moment, breathing deeply, volunteering, or getting a good night's sleep. These are all ways to fill your life with joy and vitality. You're not just aging, you're growing wiser, stronger, and more vibrant with every step. I believe in you, and I know you've got everything it takes to make these golden years some of your best yet. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing we've talked about. Maybe it's going for a short walk, calling a friend, or adding walnuts to your breakfast, and give it a try this week. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'd love to hear how it goes. Drop a comment below and share what you're trying, or maybe tell me what keeps you young at heart. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. It really helps spread the word to others who want to live their best lives too. And if you want more tips like these, hit that subscribe button so we can keep this conversation going. Thank you for spending this time with me. You're an inspiration, and I can't wait to see you shine. Here's to staying young at heart, today and always.